Park police are...
Let's start by storming Brockton!
What's going on, everyone? So welcome to my latest video. This is obviously my latest catch-up video. That's right, where I catch up on films that I saw within a month. In this case, it was April 2022 films that I saw within April. Now, this is not going to be talking about any spoilers. It's not going to be talking about these movies in depth. It's just simply going to be mentioning that I saw them and my quick thoughts. If you guys want my in-depth thoughts on these movies, check out my Letterboxd. I do have Letterboxd if you guys are new to the channel, and I absolutely love Letterboxd. It's a great community. You guys should definitely check them out, though. But anyways, guys, enough exposition. Let's get into non-spoiler territory in terms of talking about these movies. So the first movie I saw in terms of April was Apollo 10.5, A Space-Age Childhood. It's the latest Richard Linklater film. It's on Netflix. This was really good. I quite liked this movie. I would definitely recommend you guys check it out because I feel like not many people seem to be talking about it. Hoping it gets an Oscar nomination for Best Animated Feature, because if it does, I'm sure that even more people will become aware of this movie, because as it stands, it's a really good film, beautifully animated, nostalgia that's actually warranted. It's just an overall movie that's well done. And yeah, Apollo 10.5, A Space-Age Childhood, I will be giving a... So next up, on the opposite end of the front in terms of Netflix content, we have The Bubble. It is the latest Judd Apatow movie, and I absolutely hated it. This is the very definition of a Netflix movie, and where it's very empty. It's a movie you put on the background because if you pay attention to it 100%, you're just going to be infuriated and you're going to want to turn it off. I know I wanted to, and I unfortunately did pay attention to it 100%. Yeah, I hated The Bubble, and it is my least favorite Judd Apatow movie. I would not recommend it. In fact, avoid at all costs. The Bubble, for me personally, I will be giving a... Next up, just as bad, but it was in theaters. Next up, we have Morbius, the latest superhero movie that stars Jared Leto. Yeah, this movie was terrible. I did not like it. I was the only person in the theater, and even then, I could not enjoy myself. It's a movie that just, it's not even so bad it's good. It's so bad. It's so generic. It feels like very beat by beat. It feels like a studio movie in that it's Sony. So, of course, they have it where it's like their fingers are all over, where it's just all this product placement. It's not a good movie. If you liked Morbius, then I envy you, because I kind of wanted to like it, but I hated it. I really did. And yeah, Morbius for me personally, I will be giving a... Next up, we have Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, the latest A24 film. I love this film. In fact, I saw it twice in theaters. Once in April, and then once at the very beginning of May. I really like this film. This is a film that is a multiverse movie done well. And I would definitely be buying it on 4K, because it definitely seems like a Charlie Kaufman film in that there's so many layers that you're going to have to revisit it so that way you can peel back all the layers. And I'm all about peeling back those layers. So I can definitely see the rewatchability value is going to be there, because the second time I watched it, I picked up on even more details. But yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once, it lives up to the hype, guys. It's a great film. And yeah, I will be giving it a... Next up, we have Ambulance, the latest Michael Bay movie. I had pretty low expectations with this because the trailer just really didn't seem that good. I really wasn't that impressed with the camera work in terms of the trailer. But I will say, after watching the movie, I had a pretty good time with this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. Is it kind of stupid in some instances? Yeah, for sure. Is it overlong? Yeah, for sure. But you have Jake Gyllenhaal yelling out that he has herpes, so there's that. And then some of the action is really well done, and I actually really quite enjoyed the cinematography. There's a lot of aerial shots that I thought were quite impressive, and yeah, it's definitely a diverting movie. If you go in with the right expectations, I think you'll enjoy yourself. It's definitely a lot better than 6 Underground, so there's that. But yeah, Ambulance, I personally will be giving a... Next up, we have Duel, which is the latest Riley Stearns film. The same director did The Art of Self-Defense. I liked Duel quite a bit. I didn't like it as much as The Art of Self-Defense, but I still really liked it. I thought Aaron Paul was a worthy addition. Karen Gillan was also excellent in the dual roles. This is definitely a film, though, that might not be for everyone, because the humor, the way it's executed, the dryness of it all, Not going to be up everyone's alley, but I personally really liked the dry humor, and I thought that the world building was quite interesting. But yeah, Duel, I personally will be giving a. Next up, we have Father Stew, which is a movie that I should have liked. Honestly, it has all the trademarks of a movie that I should like, where it's a movie about religion. It's got Mel Gibson, it's got Mark Wahlberg. It's a movie that's trying to have like a message, but it falters on all those fronts. I mean, Mark Wahlberg loses a bunch of weight, but he just feels very miscast. Mel Gibson is grumbling his way, just doing the dad thing that he does in other roles. And then the directing is very lackluster. Cinematography is very lackluster. The message is like, it's not really handled that well. It's just overall a movie that is very blandly executed. And it should have been much better than it was. But as it stands, it was a disappointment. Fathers 2, I personally will be giving a. Next up, we have After Yang, which is an A24 film. It is actually on Showtime. It did not reach theaters near me, unfortunately. So I did watch it on Showtime. And I don't know about you guys out there, but I know for me, After Yang is a prime example of a movie where you watch it and you say, maybe I wasn't in the right mindset, or maybe I should rewatch this movie because I know I'm going to probably get a lot more out of it. That's where After Yang kind of comes into play. I know that once I'm in the mood for watching a slow burn movie like After Yang and I revisit it months down the line, I'll probably like it much more. But as it stands, I think it's solid. It's got really good filmmaking, really good performances. It's just a movie that emotionally I just wasn't really able to resonate with. And I think that's what kind of held it back a little bit for me personally. Now, again, as I mentioned, I might like it better the second time, or maybe I'll like it less. I don't know. But as it stands, rock solid film, and I'll be giving After Yang a. Next up, we have Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. By the way, spoiler alert, they spoiled the I shouldn't say spoil. They reveal the secrets of Dumbledore a minute into the movie. So then, for the remaining 2+ hours, you're like, so what are the rest of the secrets? And I know some people are going to be like, well, there actually were secrets if you were paying attention. It's like, yeah, but like not enough to warrant the title, and really not enough to warrant a 2+ hour movie. This movie it's so bland. It really is. I mean, that's the Fantastic Beasts trilogy though in itself. I really hope that we don't get a 4th or 5th entry. I really do. Like, just stop here. Please stop. It's not good. Even the addition of Mads Mikkelsen wasn't enough to save it. I really did not like this movie. I hated it, in fact. Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore, I personally will be giving a. Next up, the opposite of the front, we have a fantasy film done very well, and that's Robert Eggers' latest film, The Northman. Yeah, I saw it twice. I loved it. I saw it both times in Dolby, and it's a heart-pounding experience. Think Gladiator meets The Lighthouse, meets The Witch, meets a bunch of other movies that you've seen before, like The Revenant. It's a great film. It really is. I don't want to say 100%, but right now it's looking like it might be my favorite film of the year so far. Obviously, we still have 7 more months to go, but I mean, it's just a film that it's amazing. It really is. I mean, I hope other people like it that are watching this, but I love The Northman, and I gotta say, like, I'm gonna be giving it, screw it, I'm gonna be giving it a. And last but not least, we have 365 Days, This Day. I'm not going to freak out on camera because I already did that for my review for 365 Days This Day. That's right, I actually did review it. I'll just put it this way: it's going to take a lot for other movies to be worse than this movie. I'll just put it as bluntly as that, because this movie, it's the worst movie I've seen this year. We're only 5 months in, I know, but like, holy cow, it's terrible. It's really bad. It rivals the first 365 Days as being that bad. Avoid it at all costs, unless you just literally watch it to say that you've seen the worst movie of the year. We're probably going to be getting a sequel, so lovely. But anyways, guys, those are my thoughts on all those movies I saw that are, 2022 films that I saw in the month of April. Let me know your thoughts on any of those movies if you've seen any of them down below. And once again, I appreciate the support, guys. And don't forget the subscription, notification bell, follow me on Letterboxd, and I will catch you guys later.